be in the attitude of learning. So ito naman, to add to your excitement, so please prepare questions later after our speaker because we will be answering hopefully three questions. And now that we are all set, diba, nakakakaba, without further ado, allow me to properly introduce our very special speaker for tonight. So this Monday Hustle, we will take the lead from one of our most successful leaders, a high achiever and in and outside of Usana, so one of our Ruby directors and NXGN pride. Guys, if you are sketchy, take note this background of her. So she graduated with a degree in Juris Doctor at UST Faculty of Civil Law. She is also a former court attorney in Supreme Court of the Philippines. And also, Court of Appeals. She is also a mother of two and wife to Judge Earl Castillo, her partner in life and in Usana business. So in Usana, she is an elite circle member, a NXGN's first class, a multiple travel incentive qualifier, multiple trimestral growth qualifier, multiple Asia Pacific growth qualifier, and a certified product trainer. 2020 has been her breakthrough year as she bagged all travel incentive for that year. Guys, ranked advanced, diba? We are aiming for that, no? Twice as executive gold director and Ruby director, and reach top 49 in growth. So colleagues and friends, help and please join me in welcoming our Ruby director, Attorney Nolisa Blanca Castillo. Hi, Attorney. Magandang gabi.
Hi, good evening, Coach Grace. Wow, you're very pretty host for tonight. So thank you for that very warm introduction. It's February talaga. I personally chose this blazer, yellow, because as a Tomasian, we are roaring this February. Hello po sa mga kapwa ko, tigers dyan, mga Tomasian po, there. Ayan, so before I start, I'd like to say thank you, although I was really surprised. Thank you to Ma'am Beng and of course Mentor Nat. It's really a privilege to be your speaker after the Star Diamonds lined up for the first month of 2022. Diba? After Mentor Nat, Mentor Rich Tan, and Mentor Ryan Tan. So I was really kagaya po ninyo, Coach Grace. I am really nervous also when I got that invitation. But yes, sabi ko nga kay Ma'am Beng, sabi ko, ba't ako? Di ba? Ba't ako? Nakaka-pressure. But yes, I'm here right now. And thank you everyone for the 464 attendees that are here this evening. Maraming salamat po for joining me tonight. Okay, so excuse me for the, may mga nagro-roar ng mga aso pa dito. Nandito po ako sa probinsya. I'm here in Isabela right now. And to all our participants all over the world, I believe, or all over the Philippines and all over the world. Ayan. Nasaan po kayo? Ayan. Thank you to my teammates. Ayan. Thank you to my husband for being here, Judge Earl, and also Judge Michi. Ayan. I can see the chat room. Attorney Rain, ayan, maraming salamat po from Baguio City, from Cavite, from Japan, hello! Leyte, Manila, ayan, Batangas, Mandaluyong, Albay, Olongapo po, Quezon City, Bataan, ayan. So simulan na po natin, ang dami po pala natin. Okay, so please allow me to share my slides. Ayan, ayan siya, ayan. So this is our Monday hustle for tonight. There you are. Okay, so ayan, so a very nice poster. Ayan, maraming salamat po. Blazing a new trail. So si Mentor BBG nag-message siya talaga sa akin. Sabi ko, wow, Attorney Nol, trailblazer. Sabi niya, Mentor ni Santera po kami. Pero inyo sana, I'm blazing a new trail. Ayan, so we are a fan of that ni Santera. But tonight, I will explain to you what made me really shift to a new career, diba? From the law profession to this Usana business that we have. Okay, so let's start. As a mentioned by Coach Grace, no, I'm a lawyer by profession. I'm a review director, and what better topic can we have for tonight, diba? This is about health, primarily about health and the business opportunity that comes with it. And did you know that health is a universal right, diba? And Article 25 of the UN Universal Declaration of Human Rights, sabi po niya, everyone has a right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and of his family, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care. This provision is also stated in our 1987 Constitution. State policies, it says Section 15, the state shall protect and promote the right to health of the people and instill health consciousness among them. Section 16 also states that the state shall protect and advance the right of people to a healthful ecology in accord to harmony of nature. So talagang very relevant ang ating topic po and very relevant po ang ating company these days. So yes, I'm an Ilocana. Yan, I'm very proud po kasi talaga ang Ilocana. I always mention that. And I grew up here in Cordon, Isabela. I was a consistent honor student when I was young. So na-instill po talaga yung discipline of studying. Ayan, meron po talagang bata pa lang nag-aaral na I didn't want to go to school unprepared. So a brief introduction about my family. We are 3 siblings. I am the eldest. And my father is a civil engineer by profession. My mom is a registered nurse. But during those years po na lumalaki kami, they ventured into business, and I saw the potential of engaging into business, and of course I remember also our grandparents also are engaged into business. So talagang alam niyo po yung the typical is that di ba they would say, oh anak, mag-aral kang mabuti, you need to graduate, ganyan. Pero kami po, siguro ang maganda lang talaga, they're encouraging us to study very well, to be successful sa pag-aaral namin. But at the same time, we saw how they supported us, and that is through business. So yun po yung kinalakihan namin. Kaya hindi po iba sa akin ang magnegosyo. So college, I obtained my Bachelor of Science major in Business Management from the College of the Holy Spirit, and then my law degree from the University of Santo Tomas. After passing the bar, I joined the Appellate Court, the Judiciary, as Court Attorney at the Court of Appeals of Manila. Hello po sa mga taga-CA dito from Cebu and Cagayan de Oro. Ayan, alam ko po, meron tayong mga NXGN leaders dito from CA. And then, of course, I was privileged also to have joined the Supreme Court of the Philippines, the highest court of the land. So I am married to none other than the very loving and supportive, the Honorable Judge Earl Warren B. Castillo. He's a former solicitor at the Office of the Solicitor General before he was appointed as judge. And I am also a very proud parent of our children, Brianna and Gavin. Ayan. So nakikita niyo na po ano po yung buhay, 'di ba? Buhay talaga ng isang Usana associate, really trying very hard also to be successful here. So why I joined Usana, it's because of the products. Sabi ko nga, health is very important. What is more important, 'di ba? Ngayon, 'di ba? Everybody priority ang health, 'di ba? So with all the casualties that we had for the past 2 years, talagang everybody really is appreciating how important it is to have the best of health, and of course appreciating our products. So after that, so let's get to know, before we get into the main topic, let's get to know for those who are invited for the first time and you don't know ano ba talaga ang company namin, anong business namin. So let's get to know more about Usana very briefly. Alam mo, Coach Grace, siguro yung pinakakilig sa lahat ng ABC na mention mo was a Usana certified product trainer, because with that I really had better view and in-depth study of our products. So na-appreciate ko talaga yung pagiging certified product trainer yan. And sabi ko nga ano pala in life, everything, if you really want something, di ba? Kaya mo talaga. Sabi ko, product trainer ng products ng Usana, tapos kasama ko mga nasa medical field, di ba? Parang di ata kaya ng lawyer, but pag gugustuhin mo talaga, and you really want to be successful here, you really want to know more about this company and the products, kakayanin mo po. Ayan. So, Usana is a cellular nutrition company. Usana creates premium nutritional products built on one simple idea that if you feed your cells with the right kind of nutrients, then your body and your health will benefit. Ayan. So that is our Usana product. And of course, we are very proud that our company is founded not by a businessman, but a scientist, a renowned immunologist and microbiologist, Dr. Myron Wenz. Whenever I present Usana to prospective clients, this is one of the main things talaga that I emphasize on the research and development team of Usana. Usana relies on more than 60 scientists to research and develop product based on their latest nutritional scientific discoveries. Ayan. And of course, ito po yung Usana research natin. Science had been the heart of Usana since the very beginning. The company's R&D team is focused on developing high-quality science-based products that help support long-term health. So we are speaking here of long-term health talaga. And Usana's research and development team includes experts on human nutrition, cellular biology, biochemistry, genetics, as well as medical doctors are also here in our Usana R&D team. In addition to that, Usana maintains a staff dedicated to the quality control of our product. So I will share you a glimpse of how they before the launching of our product. So makikita niyo po talaga the R&D product development process. We have the ideation and then the R&D space design. So I got these slides because of sa training namin sa Trainers Guild and R&D pantry. So may scoping siya, may creation, before commercialization, inaaral ko lahat yan before po tayo mag-product launch. So if there are people who are really alam mo yon, into science, they would really appreciate this one. And the company Usana also has relationships and collaborates on research with a number of universities and research institutes. Among them ay ang University of Washington, the University of Texas Medical Branch, and of course the University of Utah and rest. We also have Beijing University of Chinese Medicine. So talagang kinukombine po talaga ang Chinese medicine natin. And of course, we are the products of Usana are potency guaranteed. Yan po yung Usana difference natin. I also admire this company because of its core values. Number one, we have health, integrity, community, and excellence. We help because we promote the well-being, the total well-being. Integrity is very important. Sabi ko nga even if you are not in Usana, even if you are not a lawyer, integrity is very important because at all times we need to adhere to honesty and responsibility. Tama po, di ba? Otherwise, wala kang mapapasok na negosyo talaga na magtatagal ka. Even relationship with other people pag wala kang integrity. Of course, community is best talagang shown in our Usana Foundation and excellence in our products and with the people na kasama po talaga natin dito sa Usana. So we have the Usana Foundation. Ang mission po niya is to provide immediate and long-term global relief for those in severe need throughout the world. And of course, the products of Usana are regularly tested and adhere to procedures and documentation followed by other supplement companies. So we create, test, produce, and store majority of our products at Salt Lake, Utah, USA. So here we have our own manufacturing product. This is where the action is. Ayan. So we are preparing, ayan, hopefully for the US convention. Talagang everybody's so excited. Hindi pa po ako nakakapunta, kaya talagang inaayos po namin lahat ng documents para makasama po kami. And for you to have a glimpse of our manufacturing facility, yan po kaganda yung ating manufacturing facility at Salt Lake, Utah, USA. So going further, ayan, so we have the company, how amazing the products of Usana are. Here naman, let's see the financial stability of Usana. Ayan. So, Usana is listed sa New York Stock Exchange, the NYSE is the biggest stock exchange all over the world when it comes to capital raised. And also, if you see the income statement of Usana, despite the 2-year pandemic alam niyo yun, affected a lot of companies. You see the profit margin of Usana in millions in the US dollars, no, 10.99% po. A lot of businesses, even nutritionals, surprisingly, nag-close po sila. They were asking for merger and consolidation. But Usana is really very stable in terms of its finances. And siguro ito yung talagang nandito talaga yung, what do you call this, Dad? The problem, no, the Usana's business model. The problem with people who are misinformed. Ayan, because the business model of Usana is direct selling. So you can see this with the numerous awards that Usana had achieved in the last several years. So Usana top-rated direct selling award brand. So consumerlab.com for 6 times. And best places to work, our CEO, Chairman and CEO Kevin Guest received leadership award, and of course we are the #1 dietary vitamins and dietary supplements brand in the Philippines. So dito po, no, we already established 2 things. Number 1, Usana is in a direct selling industry, and number 2, we are offering products, diba, to consumers. Yan. So we are okay with that. Kaya lang, diba, let's take a look at the business model of Usana. Ito talaga yung Usana is part of the direct selling industry. The commissions are based on a business model called multi-level network marketing. Alam niyo po, there are a lot of people really appreciate and they're amazed with our products, and they became avid users. Kaya lang, saan po tayo nagkakaproblema, di ba? Pag naririnig na MLM siya, alam niyo po, before I just say I'm a lawyer and this is legitimate, pero I came across several prospects. Alam niyo, may sabi sa akin, alam mo, Attorney Nol, okay lang naman to have a business venture with you, but except MLM. Parang ganun. So naano talaga ako, na-offend talaga ako. Sabi ko, grabe, ang dami-dami pa rin palang, hindi nakakaalam. Ang dami-dami pa rin palang misinform. So sa tingin pala talaga nila, di ba, ang Usana is MLM na fraudulent, di ba? So again, let's address this concern first and foremost, and let's take a look at the provisions of this MLM under the Philippine law. So under the definition of multi-level marketing under the Philippine laws, this is under BIR Revenue Regulations 14-2002 dated September 9, 2022. Multi-level networking companies is as defined as a system of direct selling in which the consumer products are sold by individuals where consumer products and services are supplied by an established multi-level marketing company. So that is Usana in our case, who encourages distributors. So tayo po yun, we are the independent associates, to build and manage his own sales force by recruiting, motivating, and training others. So yun po yan, the key points: recruiting, motivating, and training. So that is exactly how we do the business. Tama po? And training others to sell the product or service. A percentage on the sales of distributor sales force would be his compensation in addition to the personal sales. Okay, so in the same BIR revenue regulations, multi-level marketing companies designed as an entity that is engaged in the sale of its products or services through individuals that directly sell products or services from its consumers. So yan po yung definition natin, and I don't see anything wrong with that. And with that definition alone, makikita na natin yung adherence ng Usana company po natin dyan. So and of course, let us also define yung pinakakinatatakutan ng lahat na pag narinig ng MLM ay pyramiding na po ito, di ba? So let's take a closer look at the definition of pyramid sales schemes or distribution plans. This is under Republic Act number 73394 or the Consumer Act of the Philippines. Article 4K of which says that chain distribution plans or pyramid sales schemes mean sales devices whereby a person, upon condition that he makes an investment one or more additional persons who will be granted such right to recruit upon condition of making similar investments. Di ba kung makikita niyo po, no, when we present Usana to our prospective clients, diba, we are not asking them, we are asking them impliedly to invest on their health. Diba? Kasi we are giving them product, but this is not investment in terms of pecuniary investment na pag nag-invest sila, kukita na sila ng malaki. We don't make promises like that. So, ang sabi po niya, provided the profits of the person employing such plan are derived primarily from recruitment. So, take note of that. Diba? We have this 6 ways to earn dito sa Usana. Even at a certain point in your Usana journey, kahit wala na po kayong recruit, you're earning here in Usana. So, because of the PPPS, ayan, so mga listeners who are new to this business, so make sure you hit your PPPS. So dito po, in pyramid sales schemes, you are being given commissions based on recruitment. So that's not how we do Usana. And of course, provided further that the limitation of the number of participants does not change the nature of the plan. So that is pyramiding under the Consumer Act of the Philippines. So did you know also that participation in a pyramid scheme is a criminal offense here in the Philippines? And that they make you end up in prison because the sole purpose of those companies na may pyramiding scheme po is to take people's money and use it to recruit for victims. So prohibition against employing pyramid sales schemes provided for under Article 53 of RA 7394. The chain distribution plans or pyramid sales schemes shall not be employed in the sale of consumer products. And the penalty po is any violation of the provisions of that provisions of Title 3, Chapter 1, upon conviction po, fine of not less than 500 pesos. O kung gusto nyo ba mag-fine? But you see there's imprisonment. Diyos ko, kahit isang araw, ayaw mo makulong, di ba? There is or imprisonment of not less than 5 months, but not more than 1 year or both upon discretion of the court. My point is, as a lawyer po, no, I will not take risk. I will not risk my reputation, my profession for a company with a dubious profile. Diba? We stand to lose so much more than any fortune we can ever have here in Usana. Diba? Verily, Usana is a legitimate company. It is ethical. It is a morally upright company. So having been in the Supreme Court, having been in the judiciary, when I started here in Usana, the disciplinary action napakabilis po niya, di ba? Imagine mo with the husband, with the judge husband, no, makasuhan ka ng violation of the RA 7394. So let's stop that. Let's educate other people po na this company is legitimate. So sana po we have the basis already, legal provision when you encounter this one. And sabihin nyo lang po na everybody, kahit hindi ka naman lawyer, you don't want to have a record na makasuhan kahit anong kaso pa yan. Much more if this is your source of living already. So you will really make sure that this is a legitimate company. Okay, so much for that. And you have seen how big the networking networking industry, napakalaki na po niya. Jim Ron, our favorite po na mag-asawa. Network marketing is the big wave of the future. It's taking the place of franchising. Imagine mo, kailan pa namatay si Jim Ron, di ba? The first thing na niya, it will take the place of franchising, which now requires much capital of an average person. And the richest person in the world, di ba? The richest people in the world look for and build for networks. Everyone else is looking for jobs. So kaya sinasabi po nila na we are only 3% of the 100% of the population kasi the rest is looking for jobs. And of course, the future of network marketing is unlimited. Kaya underrated po talaga ang network marketing. And Bill Gates was not kidding when he said, if your business isn't on the internet, your business will be out of business. So we are very lucky. Nasa MLM na po tayo industry and we are also doing our business online. Okay, so after that discussion, I will now share to you how I started Usana business and why the career shift. So ito po yung topic natin for tonight. So I hope I was able to strengthen your belief not only with the company, with the products, but as well as with the business model that we have, the MLM industry. Ayan. So thank you for that. Ayan. So ayan. So I've been in the judiciary for a decade, more than a decade. I received a certification of recognition, a program on awards and incentives for its service excellence. We call this a Supreme Court praise. In 2020 when I was there. Life as a lawyer in general, life as a lawyer in general after passing the bar, it was really fulfilling. Talaga naman, sabi ko nga, walang naging lawyer na hindi talaga ginustong maging abogado. We had a lot of sacrifices also, and if it is something that you really want, talagang you will work hard for it. Having a husband as a judge is also what do you call it, a blessing from God. And of course, having worked as a court attorney at the Court of Appeals and the Supreme Court po, prestige yan ng mga magulang. Diba? Having a daughter, work at the highest court of the land. And of course, sabi nga ni Judge, he is also grateful. Pagdating ng panahon, our children would say, my mom had been once a court attorney of the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Kasi it's so hard po to it's so hard to have an item with that, but imagine, I resigned and people was really questioning me bakit ako magre-resign. It's pandemic, a lot of lawyers are not really, yung private practice are not doing very well. I have an item there, bakit ako aalis? So I'll explain to you later on po. So makikita niyo naman na talagang masaya naman ako. I'm beside Justice the Speaker. So lagi po ako nasa harap. Ayan. So life as a court attorney, fulfilling, yes, but in every prestigious position, di ba, you have greater responsibility, you have heavier workload, and anong result po doon, di ba? Result niyan is less time with the family, less time with the people that you really want to be with, di ba? So ayan, so I joined 2017. We started in 2017. At that time, I didn't see the business opportunity that Usana offers. We were just grateful kasi po my dad as a product trainer po, ayaw ni Usana to associate any illness with our products. But we are really very grateful. Yung products po namin na tulungan na malaki, yung parents po namin ni Judge. So nagtuloy-tuloy po kami. We were working hand in hand at the time in 2017. After 1 year of doing the business, we became gold directors. Imagine mo, hindi naman po namin alam, nakikita kami sa Usana. Sabi ko kay Mambeng, nag-gold ako. Hindi pa ako naniniwala, sorry mentor, that this is a confession. When I was really starting here in Usana, even when I was already a gold director, you will see me attending training, sabi ko, totoo ba talaga? Totoo ba talaga? Kumikita talaga si mentor na? Tumitipid na ng milyon. So, meron pa pong talagang meron pa talagang, what's that? Doubt. There's doubt. Pero alam mo yan, kahit may doubt, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. We were just very grateful. We were promoting the goodness of the product. Ang nasa isip po namin, had it not for these products, ang hirap pagkaroon ng family member na may sakit, not only financially but emotionally, seeing a member of the family very ill. So yun po yung naging motivation namin, just to share the goodness of the product. And later on, by sharing the goodness of the product, we did not know that we were already earning. Alam mo yun, tapos may recognitions na. And the first time we brought our children into recognition, my son, our son, who can hardly speak at that time, sabi niya, Mommy, it's so fun to go up the stage. There are a lot of lights, ganyan. Ang dami-dami po talagang Ayan, tama po talaga, Coach. Nakakaduda, di ba, pag milyon, pag nag-start ka. Ayan, so ang dami-dami po, there were already a lot of lights. So kami mag-asawa, sabi, the next recognition will be like in June. Ayan, October. So kailangan natin daw mag 5,000 points left and right. So imagine that. Yun po yung mga motivation namin nun. But we continued on. We continued on to do the business. It's hard. It's hard doing it part-time. But nasa isip ko din po kasi talaga, being employed, you should never depend on a single source of income. So having been exposed in a business that in a family na may business po, the one thing that was in my mind before was that there has to be another source of income. After employment, dapat may negosyo. So after passing the bar, before I got married po to my husband, nagnanegosyo na po kami, maliliit na negosyo na. And in 2019, that was the time from the Supreme Court, I was promoted. So it was really very hard to juggle work, di ba, work and
family, promotion, and Usana. But alam niyo po, no, when pandemic came, March 2020, I realized the uncertainties of tomorrow. So yung hirap pala ng very uncertain if you do not have financial stability, 'di ba? Everything comes with it if you are not financially stable. So nakakakaba. Ayan. So I continued to do the Usana business. Hirap na hirap po ako at the time. But siguro kasi I slowed down in 2019 because that was my promotion. Sabi ko ang hirap. I was new here. The workload is times 4, times 5 than that of the Port of Province. Hindi ko na talaga kaya. But when COVID came, alam niyo po yung window na walang pasok in a day. So talagang hinataw ko po yan. Sabi ko iniisip ko, yes, dumami yung trabaho, pero isipin mo, ayan. Andito po yung family. Isipin mo, hindi ka nagda-drive papunta sa work. Yung less traffic, travel time mo, i-convert mo yan sa Usana. So yun lang po talaga yung mindset ko at that time. I realized how difficult it is with so many people being sick at the time, and there are a lot of casualties. Na frontliners natin, and lawyers are also frontliners. So doon po talaga pinagbuti ko yung Usana. I ranked Executive Gold Review Director and I ranked 49th in the same year. I got all the travel incentives in 2020. And of course, I realized also, when I was starting Usana, I always share this during presentation. When I started in Usana, ito po yung expectation nyo dapat. My first month was only 1,800. And how do we do Usana at that time? We travel to a lot of countries. We travel to a lot of places. Ayan. From Friday night po, lumuluwas kami mag-asawa from Manila, from Quezon City to Isabela, minsan sa Pangasinan, minsan sa Baguio, di ba? I go home here with my family. Punta kami sa Quirino Province for 1,800 income for 1 month. Hindi siya makatarungan, di ba? Where is justice, di ba? Sana justisya. Nag-hotel ka, kasi we do that, cannot do Usana naman po ng Monday to Friday. Weekend lang talaga. So sabi ko, 1,800, tapos susunod na month, 1,500. Sabi ko, bakit ganon? But alam niyo po yun, because of sa sobrang pasasalamat sa puso namin to continue to share the business, umabot po kami ng 1 year. And then na-realize ko talaga, one year doing the business part-time, exponential income of 1,000%. We were already employed in the judiciary for 10 years. We never had that exponential income, 1,000%. So yun, napapaisip po ako. Although may duda pa na, pero napapaisip ko, sabi ko, wag muna natin tingnan yung income ni mentor that, di ba? Kasi parang nakakaduda talaga. Pero sabi ko, yung income ko pala, parang sabi ko, 1 year from 1,800, pwede maging 182, and this is part-time. So doon po ako, sabi ko, Dad, let's continue doing the business. Tuloy-tuloy lang natin. Anyway, part-time lang naman tayo. So after 3 years of doing the business part-time, imagine this income. Dito na po talaga ako naliwanagan. Because this was a pandemic. December 2020, I was still employed. December is the best time of the year, 'di ba? Lahat ng whether government or private, talagang po 'yan, talagang tawag nito, very generous ang companies. But imagine this income that we got from Usana. On top of our salary, doble po yan, 2 kami nagtatrabaho. On top of our bonuses and a lot of privileges na binibigay po ng judiciary. Doon na po talaga ako, yung pasasalamat sa tulong ng products, doon na po talaga na-appreciate ko na yung pasasalamat financially. Sabi ko, this income, savings ng family namin, imagine mo, how long will we be able to save pag sa employment income lang? Dito sa Usana, savings namin to. Usana income for a month. So dun po ako talaga naging resolve that this business is really a helping business, kasi kung kikita ka naman po na ganito kalaki, hindi lang ikaw yung kumita, a lot of people under your organization. And I'm not saying that this is a very big income as compared to the really star diamonds of Usana, but having a part-time income of this one, sino po ang hindi po gustuhin ito, di ba? So sino pong may ayaw, di ba? Raise your hand. So part-time income. So yan po, and siguro simply when I reached that review director, that's when I realized the concept concept of leverage income. The concept of simplified. Let me simplify this one, kasi in this graph, I appreciated that this is from one of my Dr. Doc Josan, one of my downlines. Dito ko po na-realize that during pandemic talaga, if you are employed, the raise of your salary napakaliit, diba? And at some point, if you can no longer give service, diba? Pag hindi ka na makapagtrabaho, and your income will be back to zero. Diba? So sabi ko, people who lost their jobs abruptly, wala na silang ibang pagkakakitaan, wala na silang source of living. But take into consideration also our tawag nito, yung present situation natin right now. We are not only dealing with the ability to give service, we are also dealing with the ability of our company to continue its operation, the capacity of the company. Sabi ko, kahit kaya mo kumayod ngayon, kaya mo magtrabaho, kung yung kumpanya mo nagsara, saan ka pupulutin? Diba? Kung wala ka lang leverage income. When I started, ang thinking ko, there has to be additional source of income. Hindi pwedeng isa pa. But when I go through the journey of Usana, realization ko, hindi pwedeng magdagdag ka lang. The nature of that income you should be starting your leverage income. So ako po, I really appreciated this one, and that everybody knows that we were also afflicted with COVID, and last siguro mga several weeks po, ako po, di ba, my dad had been afflicted with severe COVID. Imagine mo, at that time, lahat po kami sa household, talaga hindi makabangon. Di ba, I had difficulty na bumangon, lalo na sa makiusap sa tao for Usana. We had zero activity in Usana at that time for several weeks. But a week after my birthday, hindi po kami nag-celebrate, talagang we were very down at the time, and I saw the post in Usana, that I was one of the top income earners to be director. So parang nakakaiyak talaga. Sabi ko, Diyos ko, totoo pala talaga ang passive income sa Usana, ang leverage income, diba? You can hardly speak, you can hardly stand, diba? To fix yourself, diba? To do the household chores, pero you are one of the top income earners to be director of Usana Philippines. So sabi ko, with the 3 years doing Usana part-time, there's really a leverage. It's up to you. It's up to you po, gaano nyo tinatrabaho ang Usana business niyo. So the farthest recognition and award I got here in Usana in 2021 was number 8, top 50 growth, and of course also the leaderboard of Usana Philippines. I got the Athens Greece travel incentive of Usana Philippines, the Asia Pacific growth. So when Ma'am Beng asked me, Atty. Nol, kasi pag ikaw naririnig yung pangalan mo, di ba, what made you do Usana and what keeps you motivated? Di ba, with the prestige, with the income that we are getting, what keeps you motivated? I would like to share this to all of you po. This is based on my personal experience, and I think ito talaga, there's really a need, di ba, the realities of our Usana business. There's really a need to accept these things. Dapat tanggapin natin yung mga realities of Usana business. What is the importance and value of acceptance, diba? Accepting the situation that we are in leads to so much more peace in our lives. Even if we hate our current situations, understanding, accepting, and working with the reality is very practical. Acknowledging your reality will help you choose the dreams wisely and then help you achieve them. So, di ba, we also have the Serenity Prayer, di ba? Sabi niya, God, please grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change things, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, ako talaga, may mga nagtatanong sa akin, bakit ka motivated sa Usana? Tanggap ko na kasi. There are things that I really accepted here in Usana. So, number 1 is rejection. So, we have different upbringings, different mindset, and different experiences. We cannot really expect all prospects to think or act the way we do. Diba? We cannot immediately expect everyone to see the end spot, the opportunity, and realize kung anong nakita natin dito sa Usana. Kasi when you join Usana, pag nag-join ka po, you are very excited. Pero once na nag-present ka and na-reject ka, ano mo yun, parang these are the things that talagang slows down, yung iba nga nag-quit. And I'm telling this in the perspective of not only a new distributor, even kagaya ko na matagal na dito sa Usana for several years, talagang pag nare-reject ka talaga, may impact pa rin talaga sa'yo. But once you accept the reality that this is part of our business, you will really, you will at once move on. Wala akong magagawa eh. Di ba? Wala akong magagawa. This is part of our Usana business. Di ba? You need to accept that there will be rejections. Paulit-ulit po yan. Diba? Parang ano yan, rat cycle, vicious cycle rin dito sa Usana yan, rejection na yan. So tanggapin niyo po yan na may rejection dito sa Usana. And number 2, pag rejection proof ka na, you are already having a lot of people in your organization. So dumadami na po yung organization, yung members niyo sa organization. Wala nang kwenta sa inyong rejection. So tuloy-tuloy ka nag-invite. Nag-rank advance ka, for example, you became a gold director and then attrition came in. So huwag kayong mag-alala, we are also struggling right now. A lot of Usana leaders also are struggling right now. Pero tanggap namin to eh. Attrition is part of the game. Attrition is part of the business. Diba? You cannot stop the business just because you are in attrition. A lot of, diba, in employment. Ako nga, nag-resign sa Supreme Court, diba? So what will make you stay in Usana kung gusto mo talagang mag-resign na, diba? So you cannot resist, diba? You cannot if a person wants to slow down in Usana, let it be. Let us respect their decision. So attrition is really part of it. Wag po kayo mag-alala, lahat po dumadaan dyan. Di ba sabi nga ni Mentor Mel, you get a lot of people, dumadami sila, umaalis sila, lumiliit sila, di ba? So ganun talaga, attrition is part of it. The problem, I think po personal view, kaya yung iba, the people who are rebuilding, nahihirapan talaga sila kasi magre-rebuild pa rin sila kasi hindi pa rin talaga tanggap. Attrition talaga is part of it. So, yan po. And of course, self-reliance. Ayan. So, self-reliance, ito you need to accept also na once you have attrition, you have nobody to rely to. Ikaw lang talaga. Di ba? What if ikaw na lang natira sa business mo? Anong gagawin mo? Mag-quit ka? Hindi pwede. You need to understand that this business is also a business of self-reliance. This is what we call business ownership. Kaya when I started po, siguro my uplines would adhere to me when I say talagang I really nag-step up po talaga ako. Alam ko, this is not my turf. I know nothing about Usana. I know nothing about MLM. When I started here, talagang I did trainings. Diba? I studied on my own. I educated myself. That's one reason nga kaya I grabbed the opportunity to become a certified product trainer of Usana because I really wanted to know more about the business. I cannot rely on my uplines. Now, I hope you appreciate the efforts of your upline kapag tinutulungan nila po kayo kasi itong negosyo po na to, sarili po natin to. Sabi nga nila, you are the CEO of your own business. You need to stand by your business. You need to rely on yourself so that at the end of the day, wala kang sisisihin. Hindi naman pwedeng nawala yung mga downlines kasi sisihin ko sila, di ba? Hindi naman pwedeng sisihin natin sila. Paano kung they have, alam mo to, meron silang nawalan ng yaya o they cannot do Usana business. Alangan naman kung magalit po tayo sa kanila. Anong gagawin nila sa buhay nila? Alang unahin nila yung yaya kesa alagaan ng anak, di ba? So in the meantime that they are figuring out saan kukuha ng yaya. So in the meantime, you as a Usana independent associate, tumayo ka. Diba, ipaglaban mo yung negosyo mo, find the right people, keep on sponsoring, you invite again. So that is self-reliance, that there's really a need to own your business. So there, and of course, ito yung reality also, wala pang work-life balance sa Usana when you're starting. Diba, when I was starting here in Usana, part-time ako, I'm working as a lawyer. Diba, and then you add Usana. So do you think I have a work-life balance? Of course not. When you're starting here in Usana, wala po ganyan, di ba? It's more on sacrifice. I remember I was doing Usana part-time, even up to now. Sabi ng anak ko, nung bata pa sila nagsisimula ako, sabi niya, Mom, you know, you here at home, you are not really home. Alam mo, sabi niya, you cannot even watch TV upstairs. It's just upstairs, mommy. Hindi ka pa makasama sa amin, di ba? So, wala talagang work-life balance. Why? We go to work Monday to Friday. May trabaho ko pa sa gabi. Sabado, Linggo. Siyempre, kung maglalamyar na pa ako ng Sabado, ano na yung Usana time ko? Of course, wala. Di ba? We go to Mass Sunday. After Mass, sumahataw pa kami ni Judge. So, there's no such animal, di ba? If I may say, there's no such animal as work-life balance when you're starting here, Usana. But don't be sad kasi yung work-life balance naman po, dumarating yan after several years if you put your heart into it, in building your Usana business. So I hope, no, kasi pag naintindihan mo yan, kasi ako when I was starting, hindi ko rin po matanggap. Sabi ko, hindi makatarungan ang Usana. Sabado na, Linggo na, wala ka pang time sa pamilya mo. Anong klaseng negosyo ito? So there is resistance. Alam mo yan, you are fighting back instead of you doing the things that you need to do. Nahihirapan ka kasi you do not accept these realities. Diba? Ilalabanan mo siya. So, instead na maging smooth yung journey mo dito sa Usana, mahirapan ka talaga. You cannot move on because you do not understand and you do not accept these realities. So there. So I hope, no, talagang ako, kasi minsan napapagod din po ako, talagang sabi ko, ano ba to? Ano bang klaseng negosyo to? Pero I always go back, no. Parte to. Hindi, you cannot escape this one. Kailangan mo lang talagang pagdaanan. So after that, no, I would like also to share the things that you need to give up. Ayan, the things that you need to give up for you to prosper in your Usana business. Ayan. So, ayan. So number one would be self-doubt. Lagi ko pong sinasabi to, Usana is built, Usana is a business built on trust and confidence. Diba? When you present to your prospects, there is transparency. They will see in you if you really believe in Usana, if you really believe in the products, if you really believe the company, and if you really believe that this will be the opportunity that will change your life. Diba? Believe in yourself because if you don't, no one else will. Diba? So wala pong magjo-join sa inyo if you have self-doubt. Never let your self-doubt hold you captive. So simula pa lang po niyan, yan po tayo, dan po talaga yung dapat nating pagtibayin sa ating in ourselves. So number one is self-doubt. Dapat tanggalin po natin ito. Number two, excuses. Siguro if I entertain all those excuses, I have never been kahit na director. That's why I sabi ko nga, it's so unfair always. It's so unfair when people would tell me, si Attorney Nol and Judge, mabilis sila sa Usana. Kasi lawyer sila. Judge yung asawa. Sabi ko, unfair talaga yan. Kasi when I was doing Usana, I was doing it, pagapang na ako, gumagapang na po kami pa uwi, duling-duling na kami. I had all the excuses I can give. Diba? But I continued to rally on, to carry on in my Usana business because I considered Usana as an important part of our journey as a husband in building the financial security of our children. It says here, no, if it is important to you, you will find a way. If not, you will find an excuse. So those people na hindi maka-attend ng trainings, those people who cannot even, respond to the messages of your upline, lahat tayo may excuses, all of us, ang dami nating problema, But if we see Usana as one important aspect of our lives, we will continue to do this business regardless of the situation we are in. So yun yung one of the very important things also. Tanggalin na yung excuses na yan. Excuses will bring you nothing, Wala kang papupuntahan if you always find excuse. Most especially on things that you are supposed to do. Okay? So, eto din po, no? Fear of judgment. Grabe. I was ridiculed. I was really, madaming tao, hindi naman napaka-judgmental. There are people who told me, ano ba naman si Nol, nag-usa-usana. Ano pa bang buhay ang gusto niya? Kaka-promote sa Supreme Court, yung asawa niya, kaka-promote. Ano pa bang, siguro ang yaman-yaman na nila yan. Yung dalawa, sabi ko, grabe, buti na lang, hindi ko sila iniisip. I have this office mate who's a very close friend of mine. Una pa lang, when I started, wala pa po ako sa Usana, nasa CA ako. I've been selling stickers, kung ano na lang, kasi there's joy in selling, kasi nga po, lumaki ako na negosyante. Sabi niya, wala naman akong sinasabi, pero siguro nakikita niya noon, parang yung mga tao, isip, ba't ba ito si Nol nagbibenta na kung ano. Sabi niya, siya sa kanya nang sabi niya, grabe naman yung mga yun kung makapag-judge. Mas kailangan nga nila yung ginagawa mo kaysa sa ginagawa, di ba? Mas kailangan nila yan kaysa sa'yo. Ikaw, hobby mo lang yan, masaya ka lang dyan. Alam mo yun? So, sabi ko, buti lang may mga friend akong ganito, no? Sabi ko, and always remember, I came across this quote very recently and hinanap ko talaga siya, sabi ko, fear of judgment. Remember this, ha? You will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will always be criticized by someone doing less. Okay, so pag may criticize sa inyo, sabihin mo, bring it on. Alam ko kung saan ang kinatatayuan mo sa buhay, di ba? So might as well, pag may nag-criticize po sa inyo, present you sana to them para everybody happy, di ba? Para lahat we know this opportunity and let's do this together. So don't feel down when people judge you because you are selling vitamins, di ba? Ako casually sabi nga ni Attorney Rain, sabi niya, Nol, how do you invite lately? Sabi ko wala. Sabi ko lang sa dati nating classmate, sabi ko, ay friend, nakikita ko nagbabike ka. I'm selling premium vitamins. Baka gusto mo, punta ka dito sa bahay or dalhan kita sa bahay mo. Sabi niya, alam mo, nag-click siya. Sabi niya, maganda yung script mo. Sabi, ganun lang, casual lang. Kasi if they don't like it, sabi nga, di ba, kung ayaw nila, di ba? Di ba, we are offering a very big opportunity. If they don't like it, then so be it. Di ba? Leave them there. Ayan, so, ang gagawin niyo po, instead of worrying about what others think or say of you, why not spend time and work harder trying to accomplish something that they will admire you of? Diba? So when I became a Ruby Director of Usana, ang dami ko na po talaga, they really appreciated me na talagang grabe si Nol, talagang naging successful siya sa Usana kasi she worked so hard. So hindi na nakikita yung dati sa Usana, wala nang ganun. So nakikita na nila yung discipline mo, yung work ethics mo, that's why you succeeded here in Usana. So again, no, ito, inconsistency, grabe. Guilty, Your Honor, di ba? Guilty as charged, inconsistency, napakahirap po talaga maging consistent. Most especially if you are doing Usana part-time. Personally, this is the most crucial, no? Yung maging consistent ka in building your business. Of course, in addition to commitment. Kasi without commitment, you will never start. Diba? Consistency and commitment hand in hand po palagi yan. But without consistency, you will never finish. Everything that you start with, diba? Wala kang matatapos if you are inconsistent. So be resolved in your decision. Ako talaga, tawag dito, there are a lot of opportunities. Mami ko lang sabi niya, Mami, anak, Ruby ka na, kailan ka mag-emerald? Sabi ko, Mami, rebuilding ako. Sabi niya, rebuilding, anong ibig sabihin nun? Nagkaroon ako ng tuition, nawala na ako ng tao. Ganun ba? Sabi niya, ba't hindi ka na lang bumalik? Diba? Ang dami pa namang opportunity for you. Diba? So parang, when I tawag dito, talagang, sabi ko, hindi I need to be consistent. If I chose this decision of mine, na mapagbuti lang Usana, I need to, Mami, ang kailangan ko lang gawin talaga is to get a lot of people. Nawalan ako ng tao, yun lang naman kailangan kong gawin. Hindi ko kailangan bumalik sa trabaho. Diba? That will not solve my problem here in Usana. So, talagang ganun talaga yun. That's how, tanggap mo ng realities, ganun ka na sumagot. Otherwise, negative ka talaga. Ayan, so, sabi nga, in short term, you're as good as your intensity. So, I also experienced this when I ran for Gold Director. Grabe, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, humahataw ka. Pero intensity, that's what we call intensity. After that, na-promote ka, wala ka ng consistency, wala ka na. Di ba? Wala na rin naiwan sa'yo. So very important po talaga yung consistent daily activities. Di ba na sinasabi ni Mentor Nat, yung 5 fingers, go to that basic activities. And procrastination is also one thing that you need to, talagang kailangan tanggalin nyo. My advice is to never do tomorrow what you can do today. Procrastination is a thief of time. This is by Charles Dickens, diba? I also got this from one of the trainings. You need to have a calendar. So if you see your calendar at nag-print ka at wala kang naisulat doon, dapat kinakabahan ka na. Diba? Kaya sabi ko, grabe ang Usana. It all the grounds for moral damages, for claiming moral damages nandito, di ba? Pag nakita mo yung calendar mo at wala kang naisulat, wala kang imbitahan, di ba? Sleepless nights, nagdudulot yun ng sleepless nights, di ba? Nagkaka-attrition ka, hurt feelings, di ba? Ano ba yun, dad? So sabi ko, grabe, yung mga downlines ko the first time mag-miss, sabi niya noon, ano ba to? Never naman ako nagpuyat, pero hindi na ako, sabi niya ni Judge Mitch, hindi na ako makatulog, wala pa akong invite, wala kang prospect, di ba? So sabi ko, kailangan, you need to have a calendar. If your calendar is empty, then you are out of business. Wala kang Usana business. Imagine mo, you are running a business, literally. Pag kami po, no, you are running a business Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, cut off na, wala kang napresentahan, wala kang na-pay-in, wala lahat. Paano negosyo mo? Can you continue a business looking at it walang nangyayari every week? So you need to, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Diba? So wag na satsat ng satsat, start with it. What are the things you need to do? Gawin mo na. Do not overthink. Binigyan ka na nga ni mentor ng script mo, hindi mo pa gawin. So ano ba yan, diba? So wala talagang mangyayari. At the end of the week, wala na naman. And of course, this is distractions also. Distractions can destroy action if it's not moving towards your purpose. Leave it alone. So this is ang sabi naman ni mentor natin is focus, di ba? So you need to really focus. Kung hindi siya, isipin mo na lang kung ang isang bagay hindi nakakatulong, kung ang goal mo dito sa Usana is become a diamond director, kung hindi naman siya nakakatulong, di wag mo entertain. Diba? When I resigned, I had opportunities. My friends of mine would tell me, Nol, sayang yung appellate practice mo. Diba? You can join us. Kahit pleading ka lang, you don't need to go to meetings kasi yun naman talaga yung practice mo. We have Brad in the fraternity na siya ang nag-build ng, parang it's somewhat teleconsult sa doctors. So siya na, he's one of the founders. Sabi niya, no, you're just online, nandito ka lang. Sabi ko, when I was part-time, when I was doing Usana, part-time nasa Supreme Court ko, parang tortured na nga ako eh. Kasi hirap na, confused ako. I'm running this, I'm running my career, tapos I'm running my Usana business. Gusto ko din talaga maging Excel both. Sabi ko, ayoko na. Diba? I very well decided na to focus here. So, lahat ng offer na opportunities, hinihindihan ko po talaga. I would tell them, I have a friend na yan ang focus. I have a friend na yan ang expertise. I will connect you to them. Because when I decided to resign into Usana business, of course it was very hard for me kasi I was living my career at that time. Pero sabi ko naman po, this is a win-win situation. Wala po akong magawa because kung alam niyo lang yung sakripisyo ko, I became a Ruby director part-time because our sacrifice was that my husband and I, nasa Manila po kami, our children here in Isabela. So imagine mo, OFW ko for a year. So every time lumabas ko yung sasakyan sa highway pabalik na Manila, I was literally trying. Sabi ko, Diyos ko, ano bang buhay to? Para kaming OFW. Diba, yung mga anak namin, kasi COVID, online, walang tutor, we cannot afford a tutor in and out of the house. Napakahirap na, just so I can deliver, diba? I can alam mo yun, I can also go to work, diba? Deliver what is expected of me. Kailangan kong maghiwalay ng sabi ko. Kaya may mindset at the time, hindi pwedeng walang mangyari sa akin. Both sa work and sa career. So talagang pinagmuti ko yung work ko po, pinagbito ko yung Usana career ko. And when I decided to do Usana, sabi ko, this is a win-win situation for me kasi nawalan man ako ng work, I have very stable finances, diba? And win-win situation kasi pinakapanalo talaga doon. I can be with my children. Diba? Dito lang kanina sumisilip-silip pa, is Usana, mom, God bless. Ano mo yun? Parang may ganun pa. So sabi ko, win-win situation siya. Kaya I will never confuse myself again when confronted with different opportunities. Now that I have decided to do Usana, hindi ko na papahirapan yung sarili ko. I've been in that situation. So paninindigan ko to. It's my family first, diba? God first, my family first, and then Usana. Other opportunities, close na po yan sa akin. Anyway, as they always say, whatever profession you have, you will always be the same. Diba? If you're a lawyer, if you're a doctor, if you're an engineer, you will always be the same. Walang nabawas sa'yo. Nadagdagan ka pa nga eh. Kasi here in Usana business, you have another career di ba, to climb. You have another mountain to climb here. So you should know where you want to go. You should know who you are, di ba? Para alam mo yung direction mo, yung mga distractions, may iwasan mo yan. So for me, finally, Usana is having options in life. Yeah, it's having options in life, Usana. I share also this. You can copy this one. Kasi ako po talaga, with all honesty, when I started here in Usana, I never saw this opportunity as an option for me to resign from work. Wala. Ano nakita ko sa Usana? We were very happy at that time, no? Kasi parang bonding moments namin with my cousins, with my family. Whenever we go home here in Isabela, we do Usana. So kahit hindi ko kumikita, okay lang. Kasi parang it bonds the family together. Hindi ko nakita na option siya. But you see, after several years of doing it part-time, it became an option for me to resign from work, diba, and be with my family, the most important people in my life. They say that the money is independent. It gives you freedom to do what you really want to do. Diba? Do you really want to go to work 8 to 5 every day until age 65 or 70? You ask yourself that question. If there's an opportunity that you will have an option not to do that, why not welcome it into your life and start building this business? Diba? It allows you to not be dependent on anyone or anything, so you can be yourself and follow your passion. So sabi nga, no, having one option is not an option. Diba? So if you have a business right now, well and good, diba? If you have employed, I have nothing against employment, diba? Andito po yung, my husband is here, still very much employed, diba? And I have no plans of resigning. I have nothing against employment, but let's have another option. Diba? And this option can be your Usana business. Ito lang ang problema with part-times, diba? Until you believe you have options, you'll continue to feel stuck. Diba yung mga part-timers dito, alam nila na every month, every week, nakikitain sila, hindi nila hinahataw yung Usana. Diba kasi may option sila eh. They still have a job that they will get money and support their family. Ako, when we were doing Usana part-time, my mindset was that wala akong option. Diba? When we were doing this, kaya nga sabi ng first cousin of my husband told us, grabe kayo mag-asawa kung makahataw. Diba? Para kayo hikahos sa buhay. That was the literally those were the words he told us. Para kayo hikahos sa buhay. Grabe kayo mag-Usana, grabe kayo maghikayat ng tao. Sabi ko, because we saw how great the product is, diba? How great the business opportunity is. Hindi namin inisip. Pag trumabaho kami sa Usana, ito lang option namin. Kasi pag trumatrabaho ka sa Usana, iniisip nyo, may babalikan ba kayong work? Wala talaga. Hindi nyo po ihahataw ang Usana ng gaya ng paghataw namin sa mga taong iniisip na it's all or nothing, bread and butter namin itong Usana na to. So, yun. So, if you want to have another option, think na yung while you are doing Usana, it's as if you don't have an option at all. So, yan, go the extra mile and then give so much effort until you get at least one major rank advancement this year. So yun po yung isipin ninyo. And of course, this is us, very proud, no? Very proud Usana Independent Associates. So grabe, naka-heels, naka-vest, lahat. Pero nagbibuhat ng mga products ng Usana. And one thing also, aside from the options, you are not stuck in the environment, in the workplace. You get to meet a lot of people. So it's really a delight to meet fellow lawyers, hindi lang po sa cluster namin sa court, but a lot of lawyers already. Shout out, ayan, may request na pa-shout out, di ba? Si Judge Michi, si Attorney Gwen, si Attorney Rain, di ba? Sino po yung mga lawyers namin sa team, and of course, doctors in the team, my cousin who's really building her business right now, si Dr. Joanna Olay, and all our doctors, si Doc Manel, di ba? So, sa inyo pong lahat, ayan. So, it's really a pleasure, it's really a blessing to be with all of you. And of course, our leaders in Canada, Executive Gold Directors, Neth and Jeff Javier, talaga pong sila din talaga, they have all the options in life not to do Usana, but they do Usana wholeheartedly. We have the same vision and mission, and of course, si Coach Kenneth also, who is here already in the Philippines from Singapore. Day one pa lang na dito. So let's build this. Ang dami pong advantages, meeting a lot of people, and And when we were doing po, this is the fruit of our employment and business income without Usana before. So imagine nyo doing Usana along with this employment income of my husband. So how far? Sabi ko nga Usana is limitless. Ibibigay niya talaga lahat. Pagtrabahuan mo lang talaga. It's not easy. I'm telling you, hindi po siya madali, but it's worth it. Everything here is worth it. And hindi po ako it's about having options, time freedom with family. It's not totally time freedom. Kasi sabi ko nga, I'm just a Ruby director. I'm really working so hard also na talagang umangat pa din po ako dito sa Usana. But with that 3-year part-time na nandito po ako sa Usana, imagine mo, it gave me time to have bonding with my family on a Monday. Diba sabi ko nga, take the leap of faith on your dreams. Don't be ashamed of your hustle. Diba? And grind until any day becomes your family day. So, yan. But disclaimer ha, wag po tayo mag-lifestyle, kagaya ng lifestyle ng mga mentors natin. Here, you can see this picture. We are really very happy because we can go out any time of the day, but it's not consuming the entire day. Sabi ko nga, this photo, I was really calling the attention. Tara na, 4 o'clock na, uwi na tayo kasi Usana time ni Mami 4 p.m. onwards. So may ganun. Hindi pwedeng, di ba? Hindi pwedeng naglamyanta ka buong araw. So you really need to allot time to do your Usana business. Otherwise, full-time ka nga, wala ka namang ginawa, di ba? In building your business, wala din mangyayari sa'yo. Babagsak po lahat. Di ba? Remember the consistency that we talked about earlier. So there you are, and we have fortunate to have traveled several countries with our own money, savings before, di ba? New Zealand, Singapore, Vietnam, Cambodia, nag-cruise rin po kami, a lot more countries. But imagine mo, I recently had this travel incentive in Usana. Alam mo, pag nirelease ni Sir John, am I overtime? Pag nirelease ni Sir John po, sabi niya kasi, Atty. Nol, can I interview you? What can you say about Usana travel? Ito po talaga yung sinabi ko. Sir John, sabi ko, but of course in the interview already, nasa video po siya. Sir John, when I was starting here in Usana, I always hear that the Usana travel is very luxurious. This is the best travel, di ba? VIP treatment. Alam mo, all the time I was thinking, hype lang to. Di ba? Niloloko lang yung Usana yung mga tao. Kasi di ba, sabi ko, hype, it's all hype. But until I experienced that Usana travel, I'm really convinced that once you get this travel, all you need to do is to bring yourself and relax. Diba? It's really VIP treatment. And you get to, ano po masaya dito, you get to really, the value of Usana na community comes into life. Because you will meet Ma'am Duday, diba? Ma'am Duday na one-on-one kami. Si Ma'am Cherry, the corporate team of Usana. Totoo, they really care. You will see in them that it's not about business. It's really you building the business for your family. It's really you building the business to help uplift the lives of other people. So napakaganda siya. Yes, we have traveled to several countries, but the realization is another associate also, tinanong kami sa Pangulasan Island. Sabi niya, tayo nila ng difference kasi sabi mo, El Nido pala kayo nung honeymoon niyo ni Judge. Anong difference niyan? Sa isip ko, parehas pa rin naman dagat, parehas pa rin naman yung rock formation. Sabi ko, pero may difference yung feeling iba. Kasi if you travel, even if you have money, ano mo yan parang ang daming tawag dito, ang dami talagang iniisip kasi kahit may pera ka naman, conscious ka sa babayaran, pipila ka, di ba? Punta ka sa Talk to New Zealand, pupila ka dito, wala po talaga. Everything is taken care of Usana. So, it is the first time also, this is the first travel also ever as husband and wife and with family na hindi po nagdala sa Diyos ng laptop. Sabi ko, Dad, please, let us enjoy this moment and let's experience the VIP treatment and the luxurious travel that Usana gave us because of our hard work. So, yun talaga yung difference ng travel with Usana. And I guarantee you get the travel incentive and it's really worth the sacrifices that you gave here in Usana. So every day, we got a lot of surprises. Nakakatuwa, no? May vitamins, diba, may jacket. And I wasn't able to put into the photo of our room. So we have our own pool facing the beach. But this is how we started. So getting all those yung recognitions, diba, yung travel, this is how we started. My husband and I, pumunta po kami sa bundok, literally, diba, naglalakad po kami. We bring this bag. Ang laman po niyan, isang pair of essentials and iPad. So talagang nagbabahay-bahay kami. We do not care if people will join or not. Ang nasa isip lang namin, ang mindset lang namin is to share the goodness of the product. Would you imagine this photo of me? I never had, diba, hindi ko inisip na lawyer ako, asawa ko judge. Diba, dala ko yung iPad. Any person who is willing to listen to me, kinakausap ko po siya. From Manila, dito, sabi ni Mentor Chaps, Doc Rio was here, sabi niya mag-health and freedom kami. I think I wasn't able to see one health and freedom. Diba, tapos mag-health and freedom lang kami. Sabi niya, pag-health and freedom daw kami. Sino speaker? Sabi ni Atty. Nol kayo. Wala naman po ibang speaker. Sabi ko, kami na kaagad. So, ganun talaga. Sino? Di ba, ang swerte nyo ngayon, you can do this online. Di ba, lahat, yung upline mo, pwedeng bitbitin. Kami noon, hindi namin mabitbit. Sobrang thankful kami sa upline namin. Di ba, mga mentors namin na umuwi sa Bella. Pero, di ba, kayo ngayon, you can do this together anytime, any day, di ba? So, because it's already online, naghihirap before when we were starting. But we saw the vision. Diba? We saw the vision that if you do not stop, if you do not quit and continue with the little things that you do, kasi hindi naman po kaagad-agad Ruby director ka, diba? Ang dami pong pinagdadaanan niya, small steps po yan. So, yan po when we were starting and so babalik lang po tayo with the opportunity na binibigyan ng Usana. Of course, with also the financial security na binibigyan ng Usana. This is a gentle reminder to everybody that most people, diba, we will really work so hard and spend their health trying to achieve wealth. Then they retire and spend their wealth trying to get back health. Diba? So we are very, very busy. Kung hindi naman po nag-Usana, hindi naman namin nakilala ng Usana, malamang ganito rin ang peg namin sa buhay, diba? Sobrang nagtatrabaho, puyat lahat. We neglect our health, and when we retire, diba, all the money that we earned will go to our hospitalization. So let's remind ourselves, even as associates po na doing Usana right now, our priorities still our health. Ayan. And of course, diba, thank you again, speaker for the first month of 2022 and the speaker before the Chinese New Year. I'd like to greet everyone. Happy Chinese New Year, diba? Talagang let's make a difference this year, diba? Siguro lastly, we have a lot of things in mind, but sincerely every day, we need also to try to understand and appreciate the people who work with you, who work with us in this business. Let's do our job well, diba? Train, let's do our part of educating ourselves, but always remember that the people you work with are your most valuable asset. Our teammates is our most valuable asset. Embrace them, honor them, and respect them and support them. So to all fellow lawyers, I appeal to you. Sana po, di ba, magkaroon ng madaming Atty. Nol and Judge Earl so that we can stabilize, di ba, the legitimacy, di ba? We can raise the bar and a lot of people will really know that talagang legitimate ang MLM because in numbers, hindi naman po pwedeng Atty. Nol lang. Dami pong lawyers dito. You just need to have your results. Di ba? You just need to keep that consistency and get that results for you. I know a lot of people, lahat po kayo, you have a very inspiring story to tell. You just need to rank advance. You just need to get the results. Let's not aspire to make a living alone. Let's aspire to make a difference in this world. So thank you very much and happy Chinese New Year. God bless to all of you.
Okay, God bless everyone. Of course, wag muna po tayong alis. Guys, can we, of course, say thank you to our speaker? Definitely, talagang can we also flood our chat box of fire, Grabe si attorney. It was really a humbling learning session, I guess, and ang dami talagang na-inspire tonight. Talagang grabe yung mga comments, yung mga, of course, reactions, feedback, grabe, umaapaw talaga. And of course, Attorney Nol, if syempre hindi na namin papalalagpasin yung oras na to because we would, of course, ask more of your time, definitely, to answer few questions. So right now, no, guys, I encourage you from our virtual audience to type it in, or you can message me directly, no, kung ano pa ba yung mga additional questions natin, definitely, na syempre baka mamaya hindi ka makatulog. Alright, diba? So, syempre, ayan, is flooding of thank yous. Attorney Nol, grabe yung experience, grabe yung wisdom from our speaker. So, thank you so much. Ayan. So, right now, siguro, Attorney, andyan pa po ba kayo, Attorney?
Yes,
Ayan,
yes.
yan. Attorney, yan. Yan.
Yes
Thank
po,
you so
yes.
much for your time, Attorney. And of course, hello po, Judge Earl. Ayan, so, questions, Your Honor, guys. Yan, so, eto. Okay, so there are questions now flooding in the chat box. So I'm getting your questions po, don't worry. So Mentor Attorney Nol, I have a question here kasi for the first, no, for sure, and kanina nabanggit niyo po that there are people, and especially na na-encounter natin guests, no, that telling you na, yeah, I can do business with you. Kaso nga lang, wag lang sa MLM. So, as you, Attorney, do you show them those Philippine laws? Or if not, how do you respond po?
When I was first confronted with that question with a friend also na may background sa law. So talagang alam niyo yung parang nabigla ka din. Parang caught in surprise na I really do not expect to hear this from you. Diba? Having a legal background also. Diba? So ako talaga hindi nakapagsalita. Hindi rin ako nakapagsalita. Parang hello, pagyaman, thank you din po. Talagang I was stunned. Sabi ko, really? Parang really, knowing me as a person, knowing me as a lawyer, knowing my husband as a judge, diba? And you having a legal background, talagang you will tell that to me na any business but not MLM. So hindi pa rin talaga nila naiintindihan. It's more, I think it's more understanding people. That there are a lot of people, majority, do not really understand the concept of MLM. That's why iisip ko din sabi ko, paano ba? So let's help them by I think having a definition of MLM, having a provision of the Philippine law, diba? Na talagang it is prohibited, it's a criminal offense. Para naman Diyos ko, isipin niyo pa ba mag-pyramiding kami, diba? Sabi ko, we have so much to do. Siguro with that na hindi na ako nabigla ngayon, diba? Siguro I will do the same. Make an effort to explain. Let's not take it against them. Remember, those people na talagang reject you because of that objection, pag naintindihan nila yan, they will also join you. Help them understand how the business works. Kaya nga, di ba, hindi siya yung mag-present ka lang for the sake of presenting. Dapat talaga, you fully explain to them after the presentation, anong objections sila, and let's address them. But, let's extend our patience and understanding to those people na hindi pa po talaga open sa MLM. Kaya nga I'm appealing to everybody, most especially to those people who really have di ba, the stature in the society. Let's help this industry. Iangat po natin siya na by having more people na mag-succeed dito sa Usana, more professionals na mag-succeed po dito sa Usana, parang maliwanagan sila. Iba pa rin po yung may nakikita sila na talagang successful people here in this industry. So talagang I'm also appreciative of the Diamond directors na hindi naman po natin kalain, parang hindi naman talaga mag-effort sa hindi naman magbe-benefit sa rank advancement ko, but they are sending message to me that they really wish and pray for my success here kasi they need more people like us in this industry. Ganun din po yung appeal ko to all of you. Galingan po natin, pagbutihin po natin. This chat room is filled with a lot of professionals. Galingan po natin. na magka-resulta po tayo. Pagtulungan po natin iangat ang industriya ng MLM. Not only Usana, but the entirety of the MLM industry.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Attorney Nol. Grabe, no? So, it's our role talaga to help them understand and hear, be the success story as well, no? So, that was really powerful, no? So, Attorney, we know na syempre you're juggling with your career before, running your business, and can you describe naman po at time yung time nyo as part-timers, and definitely marami ding part-timers. I myself is a part-timer. So kayo attorney, what time kayo usually natutulog or yung workloads nyo, etc. So parang meron po ba kayong like minimum hours din in the business?
Sorry, natawa ko, buti na nakamit. Nag-message siya na, hindi po siya natutulog. Nung part-time po ako, siguro like everybody here in the chat room, no? Imagine mo you have a work, very taxing work. Diba? Sa tulog, ano yon. So, naiintindihan ko yon. We don't have the luxury of time. Don't have the 8 hours sleep. Wala pong ganun. Diba? You're earning as a lawyer sa Supreme Court, na-promote ka pa, diba? You're earning like 500,000 a month. Sa Usana, you are earning, both of you are earning in employment, diba? Tapos sa tingin nyo, natutulog pa kami ng 8 hours. Di ba? Sobrang unfair naman po yun. Diba? So, yun po talaga. Alam mo, tama, Atty. Ren, yung pure rest, sabi ko, sinabihan ako ng corporate pharmacist sa product training namin. Sabi niya, paano niyo po mag-pure rest pag lagi yan? Sabi niya, Atty. Nol, let's go back to basic. Kailangan talaga matulog na maayos. So, wala po. That's part of siguro yung sacrifice. Alam, even a lot, I know a lot here, doctors po, wala din namang tulog talaga yan. Talagang sakripisyo. I have a team sa KSA. They usually ask me, Fernando, it's already 1 a.m., 2 a.m., gising ka pa. Sabi ko, kasi tapos na tayo mag-isa na, I still have work to do. Sa work naman, sa court. So, ganun. So, imagine mo matulog ka na madaling araw, magising ka din na madaling araw. So, try niyo po yun talaga. Na yung mga, and yung kukonsume nyo na time is on productive things, productive sa work, productive sa Usana. Mag-Ruby director din po kayo part-time, promise. Kahit nasa ano po kayo, basta pag natutulog na papanaginipan daw po. Ganun po, walang, kaya nga tanggap ko rin po yan, na when you hustle hard in Usana, sleepless nights talaga. Di ba sabi ko, ground for moral damages talaga. So sleepless nights kasama po talaga dyan. But after some time, you can have that freedom also to sleep. Yung sinasabi nila na magigising ka kung gusto mo. Diba? So, ito lang po yung wrong, I don't think the notion kasi is because Attorney Nol's already full-time, magda-diamond na yan. Alam niyo po, mahirap din po ang full-time because it's not that I resigned from the Supreme Court, yung 8 to 5 work ko doon, ay napunta na lahat sa Usana. I don't believe there's anybody here na grabe 24/7 nag-iusana. Wala po. When you go full-time, it's just a reallocation of time. Tama? The time that I spent before in my work now went to my family. It's not really substituted by Usana time. So sabi ko, the challenge here still is discipline. Diba? Now that you're full-time, here in Usana, you need to make sure in a day, you allot time for Usana. Otherwise, wala pong mangyayari. Mas mahirap ang full-time because sa bahay pa lang, bilang isang magulang, lahat na makita mo, hindi mo alam pagkagising mo, hapon na pala wala ka nang nagawa sa Usana. So that is the challenge to all those full-time po talaga. You allocate time for Usana and siguraduhin mo that the time allocated to Usana talagang sinusunod mo. Diba? You have the flexibility of time, yes. Pag hindi ka nakapag-Usana ng, like for example, 5 to 8, 9 p.m. ng gabi, di bawiin mo the next day. Diba? Flexible ka nga ng time mo diba? The next day, habaan mo yung Usana time mo. So, there's adjustment. So, mahirap din pang full-time. I spoke with Coach Sean when I was about to resign. Sabi ko, I was in the, di ba, about pride, di ba? Sabi ko sa enterprise, parang tatakot ko kasi I don't know how to start with. Sabi niya, you know, everybody, din pinagdaanan yan, you need to get your rhythm. So yun din po talaga. Pag part-time ka mahirap, for me, mas madali nga mag-isa na part-time kasi schedule mo fixed eh. Wala, you need to wake up early, magdadrive ka, pupunta ka sa work, andito, kailangan mo tapusin, di ba? Yung schedule mo fixed. Diba, yung isa na time mo, alam mo naman, ako, when I was part-time, no, hindi pwede makapagdaldala, hindi pwedeng kung ano-ano ginagawa. Kasi may work ka. At the end of the day, kailangan mong tapusin ito para makapag-Usana ka. Otherwise, kung di mo natapos to, wala talagang distraction, focus talaga, my cellphone is off. Diba, kasi I need to finish my work. Sa paano pang trabaho matatapos ko kung puro ko sa gitna ng work, nag-Usana ako? Wala, you need to be where you are. But focus on the things that you need to prioritize, you need to finish first. So, yun po, talagang mahirap both part-time and full-time, pero kailangan mo talagang see your priorities.
Yes, thank you so much, attorney. No, so I like it when you say na reallocation of time, kasi especially when you are starting or maybe rebuilding, no, you really need time, and especially yung sacrifices talaga, dapat aware ka doon, you have to embrace it, accept it. So attorney, I also have like questions here, kasi especially if we have newbies, like yung mga bago pa lang talaga in the business or somehow running their PPPS, and you mentioned earlier it's about self-reliance. So especially yung what are your tips naman po for those starting in the business and they are in the process of learning? So do you have, aside from attending the usual trainings of NXGN or ng Usana Corporate, what books do you read or who do you listen to, attorney?
Okay, at the outset, let's get the things first, no? Let's get it straight. In our team, I always say, pag hindi ka PPPS, I will not talk to you anymore. Hindi kita nakakausapin. So,
Yes.
para alam nila, para alam nila how important PPPS is. Diba? Sino ba to? Alam nila yan kasi I have a friend that since kasi si Serenity, direct sponsor ko. Lalo na direct sponsor mo tapos hindi mo na pa PPPS, diba? So yun talaga yung sinasabi ko, nako, pag hindi ka PPPS, hindi talaga kakakausapin. It's already several hours before the PPPS deadline. At ako nagdadasal, sabi ko, Diyos ko Lord, sabi ko, hindi ko ba talaga kakausapin mo kaibigan ko na pinasok ko sa Usana. Kasi hindi siya nag-PPPS, diba? So grabe, buti nilang kinuha niya talaga. Like last 5 hours, like last 6 hours, lahat ginawa namin na paraan para makuha yung PPPS niya. I say this because the PPPS is not for me. Remember the aspect of inheritability of our business, diba? It's not for me. It's for their family. If you want to build your Usana, dapat number one, you get your PPPS. O tama, Coach Nick. At tanungin mo si Atty. Joyce o Sarangaya. Kinuha niya 6 hours. So sabi ko, it's not for me, it's for your family. Kung nakita mo ang Usana as an opportunity for your family, get it. Kasi it will transcend not only your generation, but the generation of your family. Diba? Imagine if you did not get your PPPS, might as well, diba, wait for 6 months, terminate that account, and do that again. Would you want to do that again? Maglabas ka ulit ng 46,390 kasi hindi mo siya kinuha on the first time that it was given to you. Diba? And rest assured, siguro, yan, you can object to my teammates, nandito sila. Rest assured that once you give your commitment na kukunin po yung PPPS, lahat may bibigay namin. All the support, lahat ng support po bibigay, lahat ng tulong bibigay namin. But I always say no, we can only help so much. We can only support so much. In PPPS run, nasa sayo pa rin yan. Number 1, you need to attend trainings, and number 2, execute, do not overthink. Kasi wala ka pang alam. Anything that they tell you to do, gawin mo na right away. Diba? If they give you a script, gawin mo na kagad. Kasi sabi ko nga, in a PPPS run, ang tulong namin sa presentation lang. The inviting and prospecting, manggagaling sa'yo yan, you and you alone. Doon na pumapasok ang self-reliance. Hindi po namin kilala ang market ninyo, whether warm or cold. It is your responsibility to get that prospect list and to invite, di ba? And for us to have someone na maprepresentahan, my promise to my downlines is that while hitting your PPPS, I will be here. 100%. I will be here. Kung wala man ako physically, I will have someone to help you during the presentations. Hindi mo problema ang presentations when hitting your PPPS. But the invitation and prospect lead should come from you. But once you finish your PPPS, then you present. So ganun po kami, then you present. Diba? Kasi it's a growing business. You cannot rely on your upline alone. When I starting, wala po kaming dala-dala bit-bit anywhere we go na upline. So again, you need to get that PPPS, 10 trainings, wala naman pong and of course, listen to your uplines. Wala po kaming sasabihin sa inyo na ikakasama nyo. Laging paulit-ulit yan. Nung una din, hindi ko maintindihan. Paulit-ulit yun. Parang ganun. Di ba, dati po hindi ko pa rin maintindihan yung training. Sabi ko, but I think it was Mentor Romel Balaguer. I approached him kasi sobrang pagod po ako. Imagine mo, pumunta ka pa sa in, pagod na pagod ka na. Pupunta ka pa sa McDo para mag-health and freedom, pagod na pagod ka na. Sabi ko, ganito po talaga ba ang Usana? Diba? Kung madaling araw ka pa umuwi, sabi niya, Attorney Nol, everybody went through this process. Ganito po talaga. So, yun. Swerte nyo, wala nang ganun ngayon. Online na lang. Diba? So, pag PPPS ka, sige, pag hindi ka PPPS, hindi kita kakausapin. Diba? So, ganun po talaga. Parang alam nila, pero alam niyo po, nakakakabayan na. Kailangan talagang, tulungan natin sila. Let's make them understand. As an upline, as an sponsor, let's make them understand again. Diba? Yan po yung role natin, paintindihin sa kanila ang importansya ng isang bagay para gugustuhin nilang kunin ito. Kasi kung hindi nila naiintindihan ang importance niyan, they will let go of it. Hindi nila kukunin. So,
yeah, thank you so
much.
much.
Runners, let's get it. Diba? 30
Let's
days.
go.
Oo.
Yes, na Attorney Nol, no? Talagang grabe, no? Huwag kang papayag na hindi ka PPPS, right? So, and siguro, I like it when you say, mentor, na execute, do not overthink. That definitely, no, pinaka-important talaga. Siguro, hihirit na lang kami ng last question talaga kasi I think this will be very helpful to all part-timers as well. So, there are people, of course, na, attorney, I'm really torn also. I really wanted to do and focus Usana. When was your turning point? Yan, na it's about to do Usana full-time. For sure, marami silang mga nakaka-experience ng ganyan right now.
Alam niyo po, when I was juggling Usana and my career, there was always a part of me na hindi ko man sinasabi, pero gusto ko mag-full-time. But whenever people would tell me mag-full-time sa Usana, nagagalit ako sa loob-loob ko. So, grabe to. Sinasabi niya mag-full-time ako sa Usana. Ba't ako pinag-full-time? Pero nasa loob ko lang. Pero deep in my heart, there's also that eagerness na mag-full-time sa Usana. So, talagang, I'm really confused. I thought when we decided, kasi syempre it is a husband and wife decision. Kasi syempre it's finances. We're talking your finances, di ba? We are losing an opportunity, di ba? And also the career. Ako naman, my husband is very supportive. Sabi niya, Mami, kung saan ka, I will support you. If you think you need to resign, then resign. So ganun naman siya. And when I was akala ko ready na po ako. Di ba? When I was to get, grabe, parang naglalakad po ako ng papers ko sa Supreme Court. Everybody was telling me, magpapapirma ako sa OWAS, Office of Administrative Services. Sabi niya, Attorney, mag-resign ka na. Kulang ilang years na lang, 15 years ka na. Alam niyo po ba na may lalabas na law na ilang years ka na lang, baka 2 years na lang, makuha mo na yung pension mo, di ba? So, parang, don't you realize what you are losing, Attorney? Di ba, yung retirement mo, 15 years lang of service, blah, 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 blah. So, okay pa po ako noon, di ba? Parang, hindi ko lang syempre sinasabi naman. But, when I was already getting my things to, talagang buhat-buhat ko na yung mga gamit ko. Doon lang talaga na-realize, sabi ko, sorry for the word, but that SHIT, talaga sabi ko, shucks. Grabe, sabi ko, talaga ba nun? Talaga, it dawned to me, na aalis ka na. Di ba lahat na nagamit mo? Di ba, dati, when I passed the bar, alam niyo po, when I passed the bar, pumunta ako sa Supreme Court, nadapa pa ako. Alam ng asawa ko, nahulog pa ako ng dagdag. Nadapa pa ako. First time ko pumunta sa Supreme Court. Tapos ngayon, here I am, getting all my things here. God gave me the privilege to work sa Supreme Court. I had an item, tapos aalis ako. Tapos doon lang po talaga, umiiyak na ako literally. Sabi ko, hindi pa na ako prepared. Sabi ko, in all the while, I thought, prepared na ako. Sabi ko, hindi pa na ako prepared. All the while, I was really, ito po kasi, I was really praying. Humihingi ako ng sign. Siyempre, sabi ko, Lord, am I really for you sana? Lord, is it really worth it to resign? So, laging prayers yan. Tapos pag nagbimingi ka ng sign, binibigay niya. Tapos doon naman ako nagdududa, sabi ko, Lord, grabe ka naman, ba't ka naman ganyan? Ba't pa binibigay yung sign? So yun po, when I was getting my things already, nilalagay ko na sa sasakyan, doon ako talaga naiyak, sabi ko, sigurado ka ba? Kasi the office was not really open na mag-resign po ako. So sabi ko, sigurado ka ba Nol? Tapos siguro tinanong ko lang sa sarili ko. Diba? I asked myself, sabi ko, ano ba talaga, bumalik ako, sabi ko, ano ba talaga yung priority mo for now? Sabi mo, nahihirapan ka. It's so hard for you na na your children are away from you. May opportunity ka naman na ba? Sabi ko, ano ba yung priority mo? Your career? Kasi syempre, umiiyak ako. I know the impact already of losing a career. And ang mahirap pa kasi yung ibang lawyers, mahirap. Sabi niya, ano gagawin? Ang hirap, di ba? So sabi ko, anong priority mo? Family o career? Yun lang pati tinanong ko sa sarili ko. Ano bang, habang naglalakad ako, umiiyak ka. Sabi ko, ano bang priority mo? Family o career? Sabi ko, family. O di, sinagot mo na yung tanong mo. Diba? Di sinagot mo na yung tanong mo. The reason why you resign is because of your family. Diba? Sabi ni Judge, you can always go back. Diba? You can always go back, but the priority now is to build a legacy for our children. You will always be a lawyer. Diba? So, yun. And yun, natauhan na ako. So, sabi na, minsan sabi niya, may opening sa sabi niya, gusto mo pa ba? Seriously, gusto mo pa bang mag-apply? So, mahirap po. After a while, si Josh, iloloko pa rin niya ako. Do you want to draft decision, ganyan. So, namimiss mo ba? Sabi ko, tumatahimik lang ako, sabi ko, the focus for now is really to build the legacy and financial security for the children. So, if you made the decision, be resolved. There are a lot of opportunities that will open for you. Pero stick to that. Yeah. So, but once you make a decision, be sure that you are ready. Kaya po, I do not encourage also na kung na lang, nag full time, lumandag na lang. Pag-aralan ninyo. And this is a life-changing decision. Diba? So, but it's worth it. It's worth it talaga. Whatever you professionally you are in right now, you can always go back. Pero gawin natin to ng totohanan. So, yun. Yun lang po talaga, grabe. Bumalik naman yung moments ko nung naglalakad ako sana. So, thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Attorney. And for sure, marami ang nantig for that reminder. Syempre, hindi madaling desisyon to give up your career. We know, but you give something good for something greater. No? So, yes, that would be all. I know there's a lot of questions pa po na nakapila, but yes, we don't have much time, very limited time. So, guys, let's all thank again our speaker for the inspiration this week, no, to start another month, diba? So we are so thankful rather to you, a mentor and Attorney Nol, so for this night. So